What if I told you the one person you trust the most with your deepest, darkest secrets could betray you? Imagine pouring out your heart, thinking you're safe, only to discover that your confidentiality has been shattered. Sounds terrifying, right? Well, today we're diving deep into the world of counselor confidentiality. The rules, the risks, and what you can do to protect yourself. Counselor confidentiality isn't just a courtesy, it's the cornerstone of therapy. But what does it really mean? And what happens when that sacred trust is broken? Let's unravel this complex and emotional topic with real-world stories, legal insights, and practical advice. Counselor confidentiality is a professional agreement that everything shared between a counselor and their patient stays private. Think of it as the therapy version of what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It allows patients to be vulnerable, sharing their fears, dreams, and even shame without the fear of judgment, or worse, exposure. This confidentiality is also known as client-counselor privilege, a term that underscores its legal and ethical importance. For many, therapy is the only safe space to speak freely. Without this trust, most people wouldn't dare open up. But here's a question. What happens if that trust is broken? Can therapy recover? And who's responsible when things go wrong? Stick with me, because later I'll share exactly how you can ensure your confidentiality is protected. Confidentiality is more than a rule. It's a lifeline. For someone battling anxiety, trauma, or deep emotional scars, the therapist's office might be the only place they feel safe enough to unpack their struggles. Imagine this. A young professional confides in their therapist about workplace harassment. They share intimate details they haven't even told their partner. If that information leaks, it could lead to embarrassment, damaged relationships, or even the loss of their job. And when confidentiality is broken, the fallout is catastrophic. Patients can feel betrayed, ashamed, and isolated. Trust isn't just broken, it's obliterated. It's like losing the one anchor keeping you grounded. Let's talk about breaches. Why would a counselor ever break confidentiality? In most cases, it's accidental, a careless mention in the wrong setting. But sometimes, it's intentional, and here's where things get tricky. For example, if a patient confesses to a serious crime, like murder, the therapist may be legally obligated to report it. Laws vary by country, but in most places, counselors must report threats of harm to others or child abuse. It's a delicate balancing act between protecting confidentiality and ensuring public safety. One real-life case involved a therapist who disclosed a patient's private struggles to a mutual acquaintance. The patient not only sued but also faced public humiliation. The therapist lost their license, and the emotional toll on the patient was irreparable. The legal landscape of counselor confidentiality is a maze. In the U.S., laws differ by state. In California, for example, therapists are mandated reporters for suspected child abuse. But in some countries, the rules are even stricter, with little room for exceptions. Ethically, most professional organizations, like the American Psychological Association, outline strict guidelines. Breaching confidentiality without legal justification can lead to losing one's license, heavy fines, and even imprisonment. Did you know that most people would abandon therapy altogether if their confidentiality were breached? It's a stark reminder of how fragile this trust is. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for. How can you protect yourself? Start by asking your counselor about their confidentiality policy. Don't be afraid to ask tough questions. What happens if there's a court order? How do they store your records? You should also familiarize yourself with local laws. Knowledge is power. And remember, if you ever feel uneasy, you have the right to switch therapists. Trust your gut. If your trust has been broken, recovery is possible, but it's not easy. Seek support from friends, family, or even another therapist. Remember, one bad experience doesn't mean all therapy is unsafe. Counseling, when done right, can be transformative. So, what's your take? Do you think counselor confidentiality rules are strict enough? Or should they be even tighter? Let's start a conversation in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who might benefit from knowing their rights in therapy. And if you're looking for more insights, stick around. We've got a playlist packed with resources to help you navigate mental health and beyond. Until next time, take care of yourself and your trust.